Okay guys, hello, this is Sullla here, going to be doing a testing of the Spectator mode here that's just been released in the newest patch. So this is just a random game on my friends list, and I have no idea what ELO level this is at, or who these players are, but I'm going to be spectating this match and just going to be testing out the Spectator mode that's just been released. So it looks like we have Vayne, Hecarim, Nasus, Twisted Fate, and Aurelia against Garen, Brand, Hecarim, Evelynn, and Twitch here. So this is a really random game with Evelynn and Twitch on that purple team. So we're going to be having heavy stealth on one side. Let's see how the blue team ends up handling this. I don't really know what the lanes are going to be in this particular match because there are not really any supports on either team. We basically just have 5 solos for each team. Looks like we have Hecarim jungle on one side and Eve jungle on the other side. So this is going to be an interesting match is all I'm going to say. Anyway, new features in this particular version of Spectator mode. There is the directed camera, so let's turn that on for the moment, and we'll let that take care of things. I'll switch it back to the manual camera in a minute. This is where it just picks out what it thinks the most interesting thing to look at is, and then it follows it around. I have no idea why it thinks Twitch is the most interesting. I was looking at this camera a little bit earlier. It makes me a little bit dizzy because it tends to go from player to player kind of quickly, and it moves around, and yeah, because it just kind of switches unexpectedly, so I don't really like this version that much. But it will try to follow whatever action is going on between the two sides. Yeah, see, I guess it just randomly goes between players. Anyway, let's turn that off for right now. Go back to the manual camera. Anyway, the things that you can do, this is not new to this version of Spectator mode, but you can use F1, F2, F3 shows the Fog of War. So if I hit F1, it shows blue team's point of view. F2 shows purple team's point of view. I guess red team, I turn on the colorblind mode because it looks better for Spectator. And then F3 shows both. And you can remove the Fog of War, I believe, with F. Yeah, you can remove it completely with F if you want to get rid of the Fog of War. So we'll turn that back on. This is sort of the default mode that is best to have when you're just running through spectating. Anyway, the number keys will go between people on Team 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 shows each of the players. Then Q, W, E, R, T shows purple team. Q, W, E... Wait, what? Why is this not working? R and T. Wait. Why are not E, R, and T working? Did I get the... Is there something different about the camera modes? No, it says that. Oh well. I guess we'll figure it out. I'm going to mostly use the manual camera. Anyway, let's see what we actually have here. We have Nasus against Garen. Wow, that is a lane you don't see often in competitive play. Nasus against Garen. Nasus with a Fairy Charm and 2 health potions. Wow, this is really interesting stuff. Oh, somebody's about to die. Somebody's really low. Is this guy? Oh wow, Hecarim almost died doing his blue buff. Wow, that's kind of funny. Anyway, in mid we have Twisted Fate with a Doran's Ring against Brand with also a Doran's Ring. Again, no boots, 3 pots for these guys. Then in bottom lane, we've got a Vayne Aurelia lane against a Hecarim Twitch lane. Very interesting lanes here. So we basically just have no supports in this game. So this looks like a somewhat less practiced game. Somewhat lower skill level, and there it looks like Aurelia is able to take first blood on Twitch. Eve is jungling for I guess the red team I'll go with because it's not purple in colorblind mode, and then Hecarim is jungling for the blue team. Let's see, what items did they have? Hecarim started Cloth 5, and Eve also started Cloth 5. So look how low Eve is getting. Eve is just such a weak jungler. This could be really bad if Hecarim finds her. But nope, not go. Uh-oh, this could be interesting. The 2 junglers meeting up in the jungle. Is Eve going to be able to get her stealth off? Looks like she was able to get her stealth off. And, well, Hecarim ghosted there. Nope, just got juked by Eve, continuing to run and slash at the air. So, how much longer is Eve's stealth going to last? Her stealth is out, but she should be able to recall. Nope, Hecarim might find her here. This is going to be interesting. Eve should probably just recall here right now while it's safe to do so, would be my guess. Instead, drinking health pots, I guess she's going to try to go for the red steal here. Is her smite up? Yes, it is up. So here she comes. She is stealth right now. If she smites, it will break stealth if she uses her smite. So let's see what's going to happen. Who is actually going to get this red buff? Oh, Hecarim got it, and Eve de-stealth, so she is now in all kinds of trouble. Who is going to win this fight? Both sides very low, and Eve is going to come out on top with 15 health remaining. So that turned out working out beautifully, but pretty dangerous play right there. It just happened to work out in that particular case. Let's see, so Garen has a Doran's Blade. Garen is basically even with Nasus up here right now, although Nasus has taken more harass in mid. Let's see what's going on right now. Twisted Fate 12 CS, Brand 23, so Brand is well ahead here in mid right now. Looks like he's been able to hit his combo on Twisted Fate a couple of times. He's just farming a lot more effectively. Again, standard buy is to start Boots 3 pots in mid, just because when you have the Doran's Ring, you have no ability to sustain yourself whatsoever. You cannot heal the damage that's taken, and Twisted Fate looks like he was forced to back off because of that. Anyway, down here in bottom lane, Twitch and Hecarim being forced out of lane right now because, again, they have no sustain in this lane whatsoever. Here comes Evelynn in on the stealth gank. Blue team should know that something is up here because they're playing so aggressively. There's the flashback by Twitch, flashback by Aurelia. Looks like they're going to be able to get out of this without any further issues. Twitch is quite low, though, and Twitch was forced to burn his flash there. Twitch is only on 10 CS. It looks like they're going with support Aurelia because Aurelia's not taking farm. That's not a good idea. Again, note the total lack of wards by either team here. Again, no wards in bottom lane means that they are very susceptible to ganks. Again, one of the reasons why you have a support player is somebody needs to buy wards for the team. And yeah, it looks like blue team just has total control of this lane down here. Again, no sustain on either side due to the lack of any kind of heal. I guess Vayne does have some health pots, but that's about it. So, again, Eve is 1-0, was able to get that kill in the jungle. One of the reasons why everybody stopped playing Hecarim is he's just not that great of a jungler. Anyway, we do have a stealth gank coming in here in mid. Eve is going to get the slow. There's the red buff. Brand really could have reacted a little bit faster to that. If Brand got his stun off, that would have been a kill in mid. So, a nice attempt by Eve. Brand did not really do his job there. Could have been a little bit more aggressive. Here comes Hecarim, but notice how slowly Hecarim's cleared the jungle. He only has 13 CS. He is not even level 4 at the 6-minute mark. That is a really slow clear. And again, one of the reasons why he just doesn't seem to really have a place in the game right now. He doesn't deal that much damage. This Garen should be able to walk out of this pretty easily. I guess he doesn't have boots, but I just can't see them having the damage in top lane. I'm really not quite sure what Hecarim is doing. Again, he has plenty of his jungle to clear. He's only level 3. He needs to get to level 4. He's put 1 point in each skill. He really needs to level up either his W or his Q. I've seen people jungle Hecarim by leveling up both skills, but he needs to pick one of them and start leveling it up. And he's about to run into Eve right here, but Eve is 2 levels higher. The end has red buff, so Eve will win this fight one-on-one if they pick this fight, especially if Brand comes over. Looks like the ghost coming out. Eve is going to flash, but Eve is not going to be able to chase this down because Eve does not have boots, which, again, really should have picked up. You really need to get boots as a jungler ASAP, or you just do not have the foot speed to try to gank lanes. So that's a bit of a mistake in itemization from Evelynn right there. Down in bottom lane, wow, red team is just not farming at all. They're both level 3. That is just really bad at the 7-minute mark. Vayne is level 5. They are zoning themselves at this point. They need to at least be in range to get experience, even if they're not last hitting. Otherwise, they're just going to be completely shut down if they're not farming. Look at this, Twitch is still on 12 CS, so very low here. He's just not farming. I mean, Vayne is ahead by 35 CS right now. CS being what is CS? Creep slain, so minion kills for anyone who's not curious. Eve did she take the blue buff? I believe that she did. Hold on, let's check. Let's get rid of the Fog of War and see. Yep, so Eve did take that blue buff right there. Normally when you steal the enemy's buffs, you take the little lizards as well, just so you can get the timer for when it respawns. Anyway, yeah, Hecarim and Twitch down here on red team are just not really doing much of anything. They're not farming, they're just sitting here, and Vayne is just gonna, scale to the point where she's able to kill everyone on the enemy team because she's farming and they're not. They're gonna be totally useless later on in this game. The bottom lane is a total of 19 minion kills between the two. They have no sustain. They have no ability to heal themselves in a fight. Alright, so here we go. Here's the dash in. Twitch taking a lot of damage. He's so underleveled. Exhaust is going to get that. I mean, again, Vayne is 6. She has her ultimate. Twitch was, what, level 4? And just so easy to be killed. And now, red team is going to get their blue buff onto Brand. So, Eve doing a nice job of donating that. Here comes TF. Where is he going to be ulting? Oh, he's going to ult next to Eve, and by the way, TF is a nice counter to Evelynn because his ult will break the stealth. Is this Ignite going to finish her off? I don't think it will, no, so it's not going to finish him off. And now TF is getting into some trouble right here. Eve probably just needs to walk away before that stealth times out. Let's see, is Twisted Fate? He has no mana left. Does he have his flash up? No, his flash is not up. Being chased by Hecarim here, but Hecarim is getting himself into a lot of trouble. Vayne should be able to condemn him into the wall. See if she's able to pull this off. Nope, not able to get off the condemn. Needed to get that stun into the wall, not able to do so. So Hecarim's going to run out, but again, he's just not getting any gold. He's not getting any experience. Up here on top, we do have a fight going on. Is Nasus going to be able to finish this off? No. He needed one more siphoning strike, would have been able to finish it off, but wasn't able to get that. So it's going to be, Garen probably just needs to go back to base. I mean, he does have a lot of health regen, but all Nasus needs to do is walk in Spirit Fire and Q, and he will die, because Garen is just that low. But it looks like Nasus is also out of mana. Again, this is sort of a chronic thing amongst players who are still learning League of Legends, running themselves out of mana really, really easily. As Nasus, you probably shouldn't be running yourself. Oh, wow. Okay, this is another mistake in itemization. Notice that Nasus has 2 gold per 10s. That in and of itself is not bad, because he seems to be doing a good job winning this lane. But he has no boots, so he can't escape from anything. And Garen also has no boots. You don't want to go to the 10-minute mark with no boots. That's a huge mistake. Nasus is going to flash. I guess that's going to get him out of this. But the lack of boots on all these characters. Notice Eve also has no boots. So some interesting itemization choices here from the players. Again, without movement speed, it's really easy for people to chase you down and kill you. Anyway, a little bit of a fight going on down here in bottom lane, but Vayne is just dealing so much damage. Hecarim's going to fall. Twitch will probably fall as well. Yep, there's a condemn into the wall. He is also going to die right here. So Vayne with the double kill. And again, it's just a function of how far ahead Vayne is in lane. 74 minion kills to 17 with that BF sword adds a lot of damage. So I would predict from this point that blue team will just easily win because their bottom lane is so far ahead. And it's very difficult to win this game if you don't have any kind of an AD on your team. So Brand is I believe Brand is the most farm. Yeah, Brand is by far the most gold for the red team. But Brand, notice again, has not gone back to buy, even though we're at the 11-minute mark. He still just has a Doran's Ring. So even though he's way ahead in this lane, he's really gimping himself by just not going back and spending his gold. And TF is actually should be able to bully him around because he actually has items. Anyway, there is a fight going around up top here. Nasus is taking a little damage. Hecarim has done absolutely nothing as a jungler. I would not advise diving this on the part of red team. We'll see if they choose to go for it or not. Looks like they are not going to. That would be a pretty big mistake if they chose to do that. Again, towers do reveal stealth units, so Evelynn would be revealed. Evelynn also has no mana. Probably not a good idea. Yeah, Hecarim has really done almost nothing in this game whatsoever. 26 CS as a jungler at the 12. He is level 5 at the 12-minute mark. That is exceptionally low. But I think that the bottom lane is just going to carry the blue team to victory here in this particular game. Let's see, how is Nasus doing on his siphoning strike? 114 is not bad, not too bad. He really should go back and get some boots at some point, though. He does also have that passive gold ticking. Brand has gone for an early Oracle. I guess he's worried. Why would he go for an Oracle? He's on the team that has the stealth champs. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Anyway, we do have another kill in bottom lane. Hecarim has really... Both Hecarims have really done essentially nothing in this game. Hecarim as a support doesn't make any kind of sense, and the Hecarim jungle hasn't really worked out either. Garen is getting a lot of push on this tower. Wow, look at Garen's build. He has no boots again. He had just gone Doran's Blade BF Sword. That is a really bad choice in terms of itemization. Where did we just see Hecarim die? It was in mid? I guess that was a failed jungle gank. We do have a fight going on, another dive taking place. This should be enough to get the kill on Hecarim. Vayne's going to flash out. Here comes Brand. Wow, he missed a point-blank pillar. That's really a shame right here. Flash is going down on either side. Aurelia probably should just get out of there as the tower goes down on top. Here comes Evelynn, but they can see because of the Twisted Fate ult. TF should be ulting into bottom here. Oh no, he ulted in behind the tower to kill Brand. So he did pick up a kill there. And yeah, TF, I don't know if this is probably unintentional, but the TF pick really does work quite well against this double stealth team because it reveals the stealth champions when they, whether they're stealth or not when he uses his ult. Okay, that's not going to do enough damage to finish off Evelynn, so that's a bit of a wasted ignite right there. Sadly, it's kind of interesting. Eve is really kind of carrying the red team. Eve has 2 of their 3 kills. Here comes a teleport in from Hecarim. Why does he have Teleport as a summoner? What is he running? He's running Teleport Ghost. What a random combination. Very interesting there, but then again, it's very interesting that he's in bottom lane to begin with. Meanwhile, other Hecarim getting closer to level 6. Yes, he finally has level 6, and it only took him 14.5 minutes to get to level 6, but he did get there. Anyway, the biggest issue, though, is Vayne does have a Bloodthirster right now, and that is going to make her very, very strong indeed, especially compared to Twitch, who has a Doran's Blade and Boots of Mobility and nothing else. TF is also abandoned mid for some reason, and is just hanging around down here in bot. He really needs to go back to middle lane to prevent Brand from just free farming that lane. Elsewhere, let's see, Brand, what is Brand building? He's got, I wonder what he's going for here. It almost looks like he's going for Void Staff first. Either Void Staff or Rylai's with that particular item combination. Anyway, here comes the rest of Red Team. Garen has come down from top. Oh, and wow, Twitch is going to die here. That flash will not work. Vayne is able to finish it off. Let's see if Red Team's able to pick up some kills here. Vayne has gone stealth. Going to be trying to juke here. I don't know if that was necessarily the best idea. Maybe should have just backed out. Vayne will fall here. Aurelia is going to make it out. So 1 for 1 overall right there. Hecarim is holding mid, and he probably should just push to that tower. You know, if Red Team's going to abandon middle tower, he should, you know, push that aggressively and take that tower. Nasus just farming up here in top lane. Again, he could push aggressively to tower because, you know, Garen left top and Garen is running down in bottom lane. When somebody leaves your lane, you know, you really want to push and, you know, punish them for leaving the lane and take that tower up. The two junglers have met up here, but Eve is much stronger than Hecarim right now. Eve should be able to kill him in a straight one-on-one fight. The only thing that Hecarim can do is run out of there. TF coming in. Oh, there is the ultimate from Hecarim. It didn't quite hit. Are they going to be able to finish this off? Yes, TF is going to get the kill, so that is going to help out quite a bit. TF is actually 2-0, and he's still well behind Brand, and I don't know why Brand went for Void Staff first. That's usually a 3rd or 4th item for an AP. There's really no magic resist. There's no magic resist on the other team, not even one MR item, so I'm not sure why you would want to rush an item that cuts magic resistance when the other team has none. And Hecarim's possibly going to die to this red buff. No, he is able to survive. He did have smite up right there, so he's going to be able to get out of that and survive. Anyway, blue team's in a pretty comfortable position. They're 3k gold ahead. Again, the biggest reason why they're in good shape is just that Vayne has 5 kills, and Vayne is so far ahead, whereas Twitch is 0-5, and Twitch is not really doing anything, unfortunately. Vayne, if it's just Twitch, Vayne could kill him again, but Hecarim is there. It's just the bottom lane is so weak and so underfarmed for Red Team. I do think that will be the biggest issue going forward. Now, another problem here, though, is Aurelia as a champion that really does need farm to be effective. You can't just play Aurelia as a zero, no farm, no minion kill support, because she needs items to scale. Without those items, she's not going to do anything. You can't just stack a bunch of gold per 10 and expect that she's going to be useful. Because she's not. Anyway, a lot of pink wards going down. Again, trying to itemize around that stealth. I really don't know why it was the Brand on the red team that ended up getting the Oracle. If anyone should get an Oracle, it should probably be the Hecarim on the blue team, because then he could roam around the map and clear wards with his Oracle, and in any team fight he'd be able to see the enemy team. Anyway, Garen is back down in bottom lane again for some reason. We're going to have a 3-on-3 fight in here. There is the Hecarim ult. Looks like it's just being used to run away. Garen getting exhausted right here. There is the counter Hecarim ult with the fear effect. Looks like Garen will fall. Twitch will also drop. So that is a 2-0 win for blue team, and they really should go and take Dragon off of this. No reason not to. Hecarim is low. They're pinging behind. Somebody has seen Evelyn, and Evelyn is going to be revealed by that pink ward right there. There's the condemn into the wall, and this is not going to end well. TF ult also providing vision down there. So that is nicely done. Another kill picked up for the blue team. And again, Vayne with 7 kills. They may choose to dive Hecarim here. I guess they will back off and choose not to. But they are going to get this tower. And again, the game is really just sort of snowballing in favor of blue team at this point. Again, they're snowballing off of their bottom lane. The fact that Vayne is basically 100 minion kills ahead in bottom lane. Vayne has 6,700 gold, Twitch is 2,600. So that is 5,000 gold ahead in bottom lane. Oh, here comes the pings onto Dragon. Who is going to win this mid fight? Oh, there's the stun. Brand should get this kill. That is nicely done. I guess TF did not have a gold card up. So that is going to be a kill. 1 kill pulled back on the side of the red team right there. And Nasus has also finally gotten top tower. Who is going to win this fight? Looks like they're just going to have a straight fight as Aurelia DCs. Nasus is looks like Nasus is losing this fight to Garen, although he's going to pop his ult. That will change it. Here comes out the Ignite, and nope, it looks like Garen is going to lose. So again, Nasus has been just free farming in top lane. 240, not bad. He's getting a lot of damage on his Siphoning Strike. His build is not good. This is not a good Nasus build, but he was stronger in that fight. And the early level advantage that the red team had, now it does not look like they have that anymore. In particular, Eve was much higher level than the Hecarim jungle, and now they're the same level. Aurelia, though, disconnecting. That may make this game interesting. A game that at this point would be a foregone conclusion if everybody on the team, but Aurelia has disconnected, so it is currently a 4v5, and we'll see where this goes. A lot of people buying these Boots of Swiftness, which, again, nobody really buys at sort of higher levels of play because the other boots are just more useful. Usually just better to buy a different boots and have movement speed quints if you want the extra movement speed. So we'll see what happens. We did actually see a dragon taken there, so that was a nice job by the blue team to go and grab that particular dragon. Oh, and now we've got another DC. Brand is in trouble here. Can Vayne finish this one off? Yes, able to finish it off. Again, Vayne, if Vayne gets fed, there's really very little that you can do because of her ability to chase people down. Just makes it really hard. She actually has a Bloodthirster and a Phantom Dancer at the 20-minute mark. That's not a good sign. TF is ulting. Where is he going? Where is he going? Oh, he went top. Oh, wow. He went top and killed Twitch. Okay. I did not see that. Twitch must have been pretty... Yeah, so Twitch is just so underfarmed. Twitch has died 7 times. He is only level 9. He is very, very weak overall. And there's not a whole lot he can do. Anyway, I would expect blue team to... I'm not sure. They can really do a number of different things here right now. Their focus appears to be on taking mid tower, which is a good idea. That probably is what they should try to do right here. Just have Vayne poke at the tower as best they can. There's not a dragon up right now. There's not really any red or blue buffs up. And I would not try to force a Baron when it's 4v5, is all I'm saying. They really do need an Oracle in order to prevent plays exactly like this. Vayne, though, using her cleanse, it did bring Summoner Cleanse, a nice job, and now it looks like they're going to turn and counter gank this. Again, Vayne is pretty much all of their damage right now. That is a really nice Brand ult, getting off a lot of damage, and will Vayne be able to get this? No, not able to get the kill. Garen was down to about 30 HP there. And so, yeah, again, they really need an Oracle on one of their players. Hecarim would be the most natural one to get, just to prevent exactly that play that just happened. A stealth champion walking up and then stunning Vayne right there. Or they could also get an Oracle on Nasus, would also be a nice choice. Although I really have no idea what he is building. This is not a good Nasus build. He needs cooldown reduction more than anything else, and it's not in this build. Hecarim taking a lot of damage here. What is Hecarim building? Let's check out his build. He's got Wriggles into Hex Drinker. That's actually a pretty solid build. If he then goes next into a Sheen/Trinity Force, that would not be that bad of a build for Hecarim. Aurelia is still disconnected. At least she's stacking up passive gold on her gold pretends. What else do we have here? Garen has... I have no idea what Garen is building. Doesn't feel like that good of a build. Anyway, Evelyn was able to take the red buff there, so nicely done by Eve. I guess TF's ult is not up. No, it is not. Otherwise, could have caught that. Could have caught that de-stealthing right there. TF is... This is actually a nice TF build. The Doran's Rings into a Sork Shoes and Death Cap. That's definitely how you build TF. Brand. This is a rather random build for Brand. Oh, yeah, there's a Twitch got caught in bottom lane again. Sorry for not seeing that. I have no idea what the laning Hecarim is building with the Swiftness boots. Not really sure what he's going for here. He has no defensive stats at all, so he's going to melt in any team fight. Eve, this is not that bad of an Eve build either, and wow, what is Twitch building? I just don't know. Anyway, somebody does need to cover this tower for the blue team. Needs to get over here and cover this one, and yeah, they're going to be able to push that back. So even though blue team is like crazy far ahead, the fact that Aurelia is not here does add a little bit of element to suspense to this particular match. But with Vayne and Nasus both scaling so well in the late game, I feel like they will probably win this game, even if it is 4v5. They just need someone to get an Oracle to stop Twitch and Evelyn. Twitch is basically useless because he has no items whatsoever, but the Evelyn is somewhat useful. They need either Nasus or they need Hecarim to just buy an Oracle and they'll be fine. But until they do that, there's going to be the threat of, you know, these stealth ganks coming out and killing Vayne. The focus of every fight for blue team should be on protecting Vayne, because Vayne is doing by far the most damage. Although TF does have his death cap now, so wow, that is not going to be an effective brand ult right there. Don't quite understand that. So not a lot going on right now in the game. This is a point where both teams have just kind of stalled out a little bit. Nasus is still farming though, so that is a good sign. His Siphoning Strike is starting to get pretty strong, so Nasus again is going to be really, really strong as this game goes on. Eve is likely to die here. Nope, just needed one more wild card or one more pick a card, but wasn't able to pull it off. Anyway, Eve is low. This would not be the worst time to fight for the blue team right here. That's actually a nice Hecarim ult that was able to get into good crowd control. Twitch dies again. He's not even worth anything at this point. Eve is on one hit. Again, if they had an Oracle, they could just kill Eve right now. And I believe that they'll be able to push here and get this tower without any real trouble. Should be able to take this down and then potentially look to go after Bran if they wanted to. Anyway, Hecarim is just pushing this side turret, which is not really that important in the context of things right now. So it looks like people are rotating down to bottom turret. Again, Eve, if I were Eve, I would not be running around with such little health right now. I just don't know what Eve thinks she's going to do when she is on, like, no health at all. Her Shadow Walk is about to run out too, but I think she'll be okay. Blue team should be able to get this dragon without any real problems right now. And again, the biggest difference in the game, I've said this a number of times, but the biggest difference is just bottom lane. Vayne is really, really strong, and Twitch is completely useless because he has no items, and he's only level 10, and he's 0-9 on the game. The only plus for red team is killing Twitch doesn't even give them like any gold right now, because, you know, he's died so many times he's not even worth money at this point. But he just, you know, he just doesn't add anything to the team because he doesn't deal any damage whatsoever. Let's see, he has 108 damage and no attack speed, 1.1. Vayne has 252 damage and yeah, much faster attack speed. So yeah, at this point, all the outer towers are down. I guess blue team could look to force a Baron at some point here. This blue buff really should go to TF. Hecarim definitely does not. I mean, Hecarim is a bit blue dependent, but it would just be so much more useful on Twisted Fate than it would be on Hecarim right there. Yeah, they probably need to group up, just look to pick off one or two people and then force Baron after that. Red team keeps pushing this mid tower over and over again. They really seem to want to get this. I believe it will go down on this push, but Garen is going to take a lot of damage right here. And now Vayne is going to start chasing people. If she kills Fran, she will get a red buff. Oh, just one more tumble will finish that off. There, now Vayne has red buff, and that's really key. That's really important. They could look to turn and force, again, they could look to turn and force Baron here if they wanted to. Here comes the TF ult, and that should catch Evelynn. And that will be, if Evelynn looks like she will go down, and that will be the end of that Oracle. So 400 gold well invested. Oh no, the stealth kicks in. And again, why? Why is no one buying an Oracle? The only reason why Eve is surviving these fights is because she goes stealth. Just buy an Oracle and she'll die every time. Ooh. Anyway, I don't get it. So yeah, this is, again, also, after that fight, pretty sure the blue team could have taken Baron without any real trouble there. It's not warded by either team. In fact, there's one ward on the map, one ward down here in a very random place. But that's it. Vayne going into a 1v4 for some reason, and she may actually be able to kill everyone if she can kite this properly. She does have red buff, so she was able to get that kill. There comes out an exhaust. Oh, Garen, there is the cleanse, and a nice knockback, but Twitch, wow, Twitch is going to get that kill. And that is going to give Twitch a lot of gold because Vayne was on a huge killing spree. That's going to give Twitch 600 gold, the max value that you can get. Again, Vayne, not sure why she went into that fight. It was basically a 1v4. And as strong as you are, that's just a poor fight to take on. There we go. There is the Oracle finally coming out from Nasus. And he is going to start chasing down Garen. He can kill Garen if he keeps continuing this, but unfortunately he's going to get creep blocked there. And I do not think that Ignite will finish it off. No, Garen is not going to be finished off. There comes a flash burn for no real reason. Needs to get that Wither. He can maybe kill him with another Siphoning Strike. Oh, that Hecarim is very low. Nasus, don't throw away your Oracle so easily. And there's 400 gold wasted. So, again, somewhat amateurish mistakes. Chasing down these fights, walking into the entire enemy team, throwing away an Oracle for no reason whatsoever. So, yeah, pretty big mistakes here. Major mistakes on either team. Blue team, really, when you're missing a player, you can't afford to give away deaths needlessly. You need to keep your forward players alive as much as possible, so diving into 3 members of the enemy team to try to get a kill is not a good idea. Now Hecarim is about to be engaged upon by Eve here. If he pops his E, he might be able to get away. There is his ultimate. I don't think he's going to make it out of this. Oh, here's the shield coming in from his Hex Drinker. TF coming in here. Is TF going to be able to get a kill? Yes, he will polish off Evelyn right there. So 1 for 1, not too bad. And now Vayne will definitely kill Twitch here. Oh, but they don't have the Oracle. It looks like it didn't matter. Twitch probably did not manage to get into his stealth. So there's another kill for Vayne. So 1 for 2, not bad. Well done on the part of the blue team. Still ahead by 11,000 gold, but again, the problem with a lot of these games where people don't have a lot of experience is once they get ahead, they really have no idea how to win the game from being in a position of being ahead. So again, a logical thing to do would be to try to, force Baron, try to, suck the other team into a fight that they can't win, that sort of thing. Instead, the game looks like it might just go on until Vayne is strong enough to kill every single member of the enemy team. Because again, they don't really quite seem to know what to do once that they've, gotten ahead here. Anyway, Vayne is not building any defensive stats. It looks like she's going for an Infinity Edge here. She doesn't really need more damage because she already has 300 AD. Some kind of survivability might be nicer. In particular, I mean, she does have her cleanse. A Quicksilver would not be bad. Also, the enemy team is starting to get enough armor that a Less Whisper might also be useful. Again, there's not a ton of armor, but I do see, I do see the 2 Wriggles coming out. Twitch continuing his complete glass cannon build, which ensures that he will die instantly in any team fight. Nasus has picked up an Oracle again, though, so that's going to help the blue team. And his Siphoning Strike is getting up to the point where it's quite a lot of damage now. But he is off by himself here. And it looks like he's going to be engaged upon by 3 members of the enemy team. With the Oracle, though, he could, he won't be able to get engaged upon by stealth champs. Not sure where Nasus is going here. Vayne needs to come up and assist him if he's going to make it out of here. I guess he's going to be okay. I guess he's going to be able to survive this, but I would not suggest diving that tower. Oh, Twitch, they can see that Twitch. Vayne also has an Oracle for some reason. I don't think Vayne really needs one if their team stays grouped together. Anyway, not a whole lot going on. There is a fight going on down here in bottom lane. Hecarim is trying to run out. There is the fear effect from Hecarim blue team's ultimate. There comes out the ghost on one of these 2 sides. Here comes Nasus. I don't think he really needs to join that fight. And are they going to be able to chase this down? Yes, they will, because Vayne is cutting across, and that means that Hecarim is not going to make it out of here. 1 hit, 2 hits, and that's going to do it. So what will they do now that they have the 4v4 again? Will they do anything? Will the blue team do anything with this? They clearly can kill champions on the enemy team, but they haven't shown any ability to turn those kills into map positioning. They got the initial towers, and that's pretty much it. The pings on Dragon are a good suggestion. They definitely should take this Dragon. Vayne is getting in a little poke, but this is not a safe position to be in. Vayne is really isolated down here. It's a 2v3. There's the cleanse, a nice cleanse right there. Oh, but that Brand ult, oh no, they needed to split apart. They ran together, and the Brand ult just kept hitting both sides over and over again. That's really unfortunate. Nasus is just still off doing Dragon right now. Hecarim looks like he might be chased down here. He may be, let's see what happens. Twisted Fate coming in though, and now we'll see. Now it's red team's turn to run away, as they're going to get pincered here from Nasus and also Twisted Fate, although TF did not pick a gold card there. So anyway, yeah, this is probably not a good position for Brand to be in. Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage here. Twitch will fall to that blue card. Now Brand trying to escape. Again, they just need a gold card stun from TF or a Wither. That is a double kill. Meanwhile, though, their base is slowly being pushed in a very unorganized fashion by red team. Eve and Garen should probably be in the same lane here instead of in 2 different lanes. TF can ult to this lane, though, in order to protect the tower if he's really concerned about it. TF ult is up right now. It looks like they're going to back off. So again, another situation where the blue team is clearly ahead and in a position of power, and they are ahead. They are missing Aurelia, of course. I mean, it is a 4v5, but I do feel like they just need to push map objectives. In particular, they're easily strong enough at this point to kill Baron. There's really no reason for them not to force a Baron fight, because that would then give them the sustain and the ability to keep pushing lanes. Anyway, Vayne is very strong right now. TF is also quite strong. Nasus, I guess, is getting close to a Trinity Force. How much gold is he sitting on? He's still a ways away from that Trinity. Nasus, okay, there he is. He's finally got it. Nasus is really strong as well, but his itemization is just not that good. In particular, he really needed to get some more cooldown reduction. Anyway, Eve was trying to steal that red buff, not able to. As far as the red team goes, Garen is with the Infinity Edge, random build. Brand is got the Will of the Ancients and also that Void Staff, but he's just melts in 3 hits to Vayne, again, because Vayne is so strong right now. Again, they really need to either push right now or force Baron or do something, but not just keep running around the map randomly. You know, they're just not getting anything out of these fights. Oh, anyway, there's another kill off screen. Vayne is trying to kite these two. Down goes Eve, and Vayne probably will be able to kill this Hecarim as well if she manages things correctly. Again, she just does so much damage. And again, verily my prediction from earlier comes to pass. This game will keep going on until Vayne is strong enough to kill everyone on the enemy team. And Vayne just 1v3'd there and came out on top. And so it looks like Vayne will just carry this game to a successful conclusion. So they're now finally going to get mid inhibitor, and that should start the slow snowball. Again, Nasus off in another lane, not pushing with the team. Going to use his ultimate to get that turret, and there goes down the inhibitor as well. So again, very disorganized pushes here. They should be able to get top inhib if they all just group together and wait for the minions to arrive. I mean, again, Vayne has used her life to get back up to full. Nasus is tanking the tower for no reason. Really no reason for Nasus to tank this tower. He will get out of it, but this tower will go down here if Vayne just pokes it twice more. I'm not sure why she hasn't done that. Just shoot it twice more. There it goes. Now they can turn and fight the enemy team. Oh, that Brand ult is going to deal a lot of damage. Now they need to escape, but that inhib has been exposed. It looks like Vayne wants to turn and fight. She can kite quite heavily. Down goes Evelynn. Vayne will fall here, but certainly got what they needed to out of that particular push. They've got the mid inhib, they have top inhib exposed, they only need to win one more fight likely to end the game, and now a 17,000 gold advantage. Red team's only chance to get back into this game is they need to go to Baron and do it right now. Let's see if they will choose to do that. They really should, because Vayne is dead and dead for the next 35 seconds. Will they choose to go to Baron, or will they uselessly run after Twisted Fate for no real purpose? It looks like they're going to choose plan B and run after Twisted Fate for no real purpose. So are they going to kill TF? Yes, but Twitch is also going to die, and that's not going to do anything to help them in sort of the larger scheme of the game. They needed to take a Baron right there in order to get back in this. They needed that extra global gold, and they needed to they also needed to get the Baron buff in order to defend their base, but that's not going to happen. Instead, we have people just sort of randomly running around the map fighting. I don't know if this is a good fight for Hecarim to take on against Brand. Is Brand's ultimate up? Yeah, Brand's ultimate is just about to come off of cooldown, so we'll see what happens. Hecarim should be able to run out of that pretty easily. Brand flashing for no real reason. Meanwhile, in middle lane, Nasus has lost another Oracle when picking a 1v2 fight. Again, he wasn't even on full health there. I know he was running around on like half health. Meanwhile, Hecarim taking a lot of damage, and he will fall, so blue team, now having gotten a huge advantage, throws it away by running around one at a time around the map instead of staying grouped. So there you go. Anyway, Vayne is chasing after Garen. Again, notice how the game is turned into a series of sort of one-on-one fights in a very disorganized fashion. Vayne should not be alone by herself on the map right now. Definitely should. The blue team just needs to stay grouped up. Also, no one is defending this inhibitor push up in top for red team. This inhibitor will go down to these minions if someone doesn't come over and stop it. It's already lost 1,000 health. Let's see. I mean, if they react fast enough, they'll be able to save this. But they do need to bring a couple champs over here. So it looks like they will be able to save this. Again, this is time where blue team could go and do that Baron with no opposition. And again, Baron has not been warded by either team at any point in time the entire game. So again, plenty of room for improvement for anyone watching this match. If anyone in this game happens to watch this match later, lots of things that could be improved upon. Fortunately for blue team, though, Vayne is just really, really strong. Vayne can pretty much kill anyone on the other team. Notice that Garen's going with the Thornmail. Normally, I would say that's not a good item, but in this situation, it's not that bad. Sure, Randuin's would be a better item choice. And here goes Vayne chasing after Brand. She probably will be able to get this kill. There goes one kill. TF ult revealing the Twitch right there, and he is also likely to fall. Here comes TF. Vayne's going to get the triple kill, and again, remember what I said earlier, game just going to go on until Vayne can kill everyone, which is partly why you see such lopsided kill totals in games like this. Again, a reflection of the fact that the game's been pretty disorganized. So there goes that second inhib, and with 3 members of red team dead, this should be the end of the match. They should be able to just follow the minions, kill the towers, and finish off this match. Again, Vayne just has so much damage right now. Let's click on Vayne and see 318 damage. Garen is likely to fall here as well. Vayne picking up her 22nd kill of the match. I don't think that's going to be able to get out of there. So Hecarim falling as well. There we go. And now the turret will go down. And that will be the end of this match. So blue team does manage to finish this off and winning in 4v5 fashion. So kudos to Vayne for playing a nice game there. Anyway, well, I don't think I need to do a wrap-up for this game. We'll just finish it up here on the screen. I think it was pretty obvious what happened in that match. Vayne just got super fed because bottom lane, Twitch really wasn't that useful. Twitch just got completely shut down. And then they just really followed Vayne to victory. It was as simple as that. So a lot of disorganized play, a lot of mistakes made in this match, but Vayne ends up carrying it to the win. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I am enjoying the new Spectator mode, so hopefully we'll do a little bit more with that as time goes on. Until later, take care, see you guys soon.